Hello, hello, friends. Welcome, welcome. This is my first ever live on TikTok. I've done lives elsewhere, but this is my first live on TikTok, so welcome. I am so excited to share with you tonight. If you are watching, please let me know. Drop in the comments where you're watching from. I'm Laura. Just a few things about me. I am a mom of two little girls who keep me very busy. I coach basketball as well. I have spent the last about 15 years doing physical therapy, mostly in the home health setting. I have been a personal trainer. I'm working on that certification again as well. So I've been in the health and wellness world for quite some time. And just sharing tonight about gut health, hormones, all the things that we suffer with. So I'm so excited for everyone to be here. Tonight, again, we're going to be talking about gut health mainly, how it affects our mood, our hormones, and I've got something really excited to share with you. If you're already interested, the shopping cart's down below. Go ahead and hop on there. And you can check it out right away. We are running a flash sale, just to let you know before we jump into it. So again, shopping cart is down below. Let's see, kind of checking. I see that we've got some people hopping on. Just wanted to welcome everybody again. If you hop on, let me know where you're watching from. I didn't say that, but I'm in Indiana. I don't know about you guys, but it has been so hot. It has been so hot and humid. And today is the first day here in Indiana that we have, hey Raphael, that we have had a day back in like the 80s was the high. Most of the day it was in the 70s. So that was really nice. But again, welcome. If you're watching, please drop in the comments where you're watching from. And we're talking all things gut health today, your gut and how it affects your overall health. And if you're already interested, again, there's a cart down below. So let's be real. Bloating, brain fog, fatigue, the anxious thoughts that seem to just start happening. We've normalized all of this and just been told really that it's just your age or it's the stage of life you're in. And it's really your gut screaming at you. And today I want to talk about that. So I'm helping women and men regain their focus, their energy, their gut health, their digestion, all with this. So this is what we are here to talk about today. Let's see. I'm going to show this to you right here. So I know a lot of you have heard about probiotics. If you have taken a probiotic before, drop a heart in the comments. Let me know that you've taken a probiotic. This is so much more than a probiotic. This is a tribiotic. This is a full spectrum tribiotic wellness gummy. So a lot of people take probiotics, and that's great. I think everybody kind of knows that probiotics are the good bacteria in your gut, right? So a lot of people take probiotics, but a lot of times those probiotics just cannot work in your gut. First of all, they need something else. They need prebiotics. Prebiotics are the fuel that feed your probiotics so they can actually work right. So if you're taking a probiotic without a prebiotic, most likely it's not able to work properly for you. And another problem with a lot of probiotics is they're not spore forming, or they can't survive the acidic environment that is our stomachs, right? They're very acidic. So a lot of probiotics cannot survive the acidic environment in your gut. And so ours is spore forming. So again, this is a full spectrum tribiotic wellness gummy. So I have seen some tribiotics out there, but not usually. Ours is pretty unique in that we have 6 prebiotic fibers. The science and benefits for these prebiotics is crazy. The different areas of health and wellness that just the prebiotics hit. But again, the prebiotics are the fuel for your probiotics to work properly. We have a very well-studied probiotic. It is one of the top probiotics out there. And as I was saying before, Hello, 206. Hello, Delia. Again, if you're watching, drop in the comments where you're watching from. We are talking all things gut health. So anyways, 6 prebiotic fibers and then our probiotic with all the science behind it. Very high science behind this. Our probiotic is spore forming, so it survives the acidic environment in your stomach, and it makes it to the small and large intestines, which is where it's needed to start blooming all those good gut bacteria, right? So the third thing that we have is a postbiotic. It is a postbiotic from Spain, BPL1 HT. It's heat treated, which again means it can actually survive the acidic environment in your gut. And this is really the game changer, the postbiotic. There's over 3,000 clinical studies on our postbiotic alone. It helps to naturally raise the Akkermansia levels in the gut. And I'm just seeing, I had some comments, sorry. But yeah, our postbiotic helps to naturally raise the Akkermansia levels in your gut. Akkermansia is becoming very, very largely studied for its role in gut health, but also raising your own GLP-1 hormone. I am sure you have heard of GLP-1. I cannot make any weight loss claims, but our postbiotic with over 3,000 clinical studies is known to naturally raise your own GLP-1 to help with things like blood sugars and blood sugar regulation, and again, gut health. It's good for the gut. But it's a real game changer, that postbiotic. So look it up, Akkermansia. That's becoming a big term. But again, you don't want to just give somebody Akkermansia because it's probably not going to survive the acidic environment in their gut. So ours helps to naturally increase your own Akkermansia and your own GLP-1 hormone. If you didn't know, GLP-1 is a hormone that everyone has. It is not something that we have to be given. It is something that we all have and we can raise naturally. So this helps with that as well. So before I started taking Gigi, as we like to call her, I've been in health and wellness my whole life, physical therapy, personal trainer, all the things. I'm an athlete. I've always really eaten healthy. I know how to eat. I know how to eat clean. And when I hit 40, it was like my body went haywire. If I have anybody else watching, hey, Brandon, if I have anybody else watching that, hit a certain age and everything went haywire, feel free to drop a heart in the comments. But I started having severe pain all over my body. I was dealing with a ton of gut issues. I was dealing with a lot of weight gain and inflammation. My face was very inflamed, and there just were no answers. I was on a bunch of money for a bunch of medicines for nerve pain. Spent a lot of money on testing, and there just really were no answers. So when I really got to the heart of it, I know through my studies that the gut is where it all begins. Everything goes back to the gut. So we have this one delicious gummy that addresses 7 areas of health and wellness. And it comes in this really awesome box with this really awesome handout to talk about all the places that this gummy addresses. So, of course, digestive health, that is huge. You need a healthy gut microbiome for healthy digestion. The biggest area that the science showed and that we're seeing with customers is bloating. So many people deal with bloating, especially after meals. I don't know how many women have came and said, I look like I'm 8 months pregnant after I eat, or things like that. Just checking the comments. Again, if you hopped in, hi, I am Laura. We're talking all things gut health, and drop where you're watching from. So we were just getting into the benefits of all of the benefits of the gummy, and we're starting with digestive health because it's a tribiotic. That's kind of the one that's a no-brainer, right? So bloating has been one of the biggest ones that we have seen people report just a crazy improvement in. So I know for one, my sister, she really struggles with bloating in her belly, especially after she eats. And she has been using the gut gummy for, I think, 2 months. And it's incredible how much it has helped with bloating. And it's, of course, going to help with regularity, something that we don't always talk about, but that is how we detox. You have to go to the bathroom. So it is very important to be regular. Think about little babies when they're born. They eat, they go to the bathroom. That's how we're made to be. But because of all of the things in our diet and our culture, most of us are not doing that. So digestion, gut health, bloating, regularity, that's just one of the areas for the gut gummy, the digestive health. Immune function, 70% of your immune system lives inside your gut. So if you're finding yourself sick all the time, you probably have a very unhealthy gut microbiome, but it's extremely important to our immune system to have a healthy gut. A lot of people have been diagnosed with leaky gut, and my mom has an autoimmune disorder. And if you didn't know, if you have autoimmune, you have leaky gut. That's just the way it is. That is from our doctors. That's just facts. So if you have an autoimmune, you have leaky gut. And if you don't know about leaky gut, our gut has all these wonderful things to keep the good things in, the bad things out, or let the good things in. And if it is not working properly, then the bad things are getting into our gut and the good things can't get into our gut. So it's really important for our immune function as well that our gut is able to get the good stuff in and keep the bad stuff out. So again, I was talking about my mom has autoimmune, and it really affects her digestion, and she has seen so much progress being on the gut gummy, and she's tried everything. So digestive health, immune function, I can't really go into anything to do with the scale, but again, it is going to help to naturally raise your own GLP-1 hormone, which is going to help you regulate your blood sugars and just help with all of those things, similar to the GLP-1s that everyone talks about. So it's got that aspect to it as well. Athletic performance, the science studying this showed a quicker recovery time for athletes, which is just really cool. It just goes to show how much your gut does play in every aspect. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Lisa. Hey, guys. We are talking all things gut health, gut microbiome, and my Tribiotic Wellness Gummy. So if you just joined, please drop where you're watching from. Let me take a little pause. If you've ever dealt with bloating, brain fog, anxious thoughts, drop a heart in the comments, and I would just love to see who all has. I know I certainly had, and I know I was taking a really high-end probiotic with no help before that as well. So we talked about digestive health. We talked about immune function, the GLP-1 helping to naturally increase your own GLP-1 and the Akkermansia levels in your gut, athletic performance, cardiovascular health, so heart health. Really not much more important than your heart. So there is strong studies on our Tribiotic Gummy for cardiovascular health and improving cardiovascular heart health, even your skin. So your skin is attached to your gut as well, just like everything else. And then brain and mood. So 90% of our happy hormones are made in our gut. That's our serotonin, right? And there are things you can do, of course, to help naturally raise your serotonin, but your gut brain axis, that connection is so huge, and it is being studied more and more. And so with 90% of your happy hormones living in your gut, what do you think happens if you do not have a healthy gut? It's going to major affect your mood and your thoughts and all of those things. So 7 areas of health and wellness in this one delicious gummy: digestive health, immune function, management of the scale and GLP-1, athletic performance, cardiovascular health, your skin health, and then your brain and mood. So this is it. This is the gummy. Let's see who else. Hey, Dave. Trying to see who else is hopping on. Hey, Charlie. Again, if you are wanting to check the cart out for these gummies, flash sale. I don't know how long this will last. The cart's down below. But these are the gummies. That's them, 2 a day. This is the bottle. So these, I don't know if you're like me. I do not like to swallow pills. I do not like to drink a bunch of different things every day, have to take a bunch of different things for all the things, right? You will not have to make yourself take these. I have to keep myself out of them. I have to keep my kids out of them. My husband's gut health is better than it's been in a long time. These taste like candy, like a fruit roll-up, but our products are always so clean. Tastes like candy, tastes like a fruit roll-up, sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, no artificial sugars or flavors, no gelatin. There is just no yuck in these. There is nothing but good. I know with my kids, I have loved giving them a gummy for their gut health to grow all that good bacteria in their gut, but also for their immune system. Again, we talked about how closely the immune system is attached to your gut. I don't know about you, my kids are back in school. It's time for all the germs, right? So I'm happy to not only give them something that is so beneficial to their little guts, but also no sugar. Like, when do you find a kid's gummy that has no sugar, no gluten, no soy, no dairy, nothing yucky in it? I'm telling you, it does not happen. So again, if you just joined, we are talking about my Tribiotic, full spectrum Tribiotic wellness gummy. It addresses 7 areas of health and wellness. So digestive health, immune function, brain and mood. It increases your GLP-1, athletic performance, cardiovascular health, even your skin. So 7 areas of health and wellness in this one gummy. It is so good. I just ate 2. I've actually already had one today. I typically like to take them at bedtime because our naturopathic doctor says that it's nice for it to have time to work while our body, our stomach, our intestines are not like digesting food and they're just resting. So I try to take these at dinner time. Hey Lloyd, trying to see who all has joined. Again, if you joined, please drop where you're watching from. If you are someone who has struggled with gut health, your microbiome health, bloating, anxious thoughts, mood, anything like that, I would love to know that in the comments. Trying to follow up with these. Okay. So yes, we are talking all things gut health, microbiome health. Your microbiome health is so important to absolutely every aspect of your health and wellness. Again, I was talking about my kids going back to school and the germs are coming in. They're going to be coming in hot. And so we are doing all the things to try to stay healthy. I don't want my kids missing school. And I was talking about how before I got my gut healthy, I hit 40 and all these things went crazy. And I was dealing with pain and inflammation and weight gain. No matter how clean I ate, no matter how many times I was at the gym, I was gaining weight like crazy. It was just like, it was insane. And no one had any answers for me. And it wasn't their fault. You know, they were doing all the tests. I had MRIs, I had blood work, everything. Spent so much money. And there just were no answers. And the root of it all was my gut. And your gut is really the command center for the rest of your health and wellness. So if your gut isn't healthy, nothing else is. Also, these are also going to help you absorb your other supplements, your nutrients, everything that you need to be healthy. So a lot of times, and I think maybe what was happening with me too, and I know it happens with a lot of people, and we go back to the leaky gut and things like that. But what happens is I was taking so many supplements and so many prescription meds, and I was taking all these things trying to be better and healthy, and nothing was working. And I don't think I was absorbing my nutrients properly or any of my supplements because my gut was so unhealthy. So this is going to also help with absorption of nutrients. So again, back to leaky gut and those things, the good nutrients that you're taking in from your food, your body's going to absorb them better. The other supplements that you're taking for your health and wellness, your body's going to absorb them better. So you get your gut healthy, you get your mind healthy, your immune system, your heart health, and then you're absorbing all your other nutrients, and it's just like the perfect harmony there in your gut. So again, if you are like, I'm ready, I want to check this out, the cart's below. Click to shop for that. We are having a flash sale. I don't know how long this will be going on, so grab it now. I'm going to check if anyone else has joined new. Hey, Ashley. Let's see. Hey, Brandy. Saying hi to everyone. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Feel free to shoot me a message afterwards. But we are just talking all things gut, hormone, digestion, bloating, brain fog, fatigue, all the things addressed in a delicious gummy. If you can see those, they smell delicious. They taste delicious, but again, sugar-free, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, vegan, all the things. So this is a full spectrum tribiotic wellness gummy. So not a probiotic, not just a probiotic, a full spectrum tribiotic wellness gummy. So again, interested if anybody wants to, hey, Hershey Kiss. If any of you like that name, I love Hershey Kisses. Have you ever been to the Hershey factory in Pennsylvania? So has anyone taken probiotics? Is anyone taking probiotics? Drop a heart, drop probiotics. Is anyone else dealing with fatigue and bloating and brain fog and anxious thoughts, mood issues, all that stuff? And we're going to be we're going into fall and we're going into winter. I know a lot of people get that seasonal, depression, not making any medical claims, but people get that sadness as the summer and the light hours decrease, I guess. So getting our gut right that time of year is even more important than ever. So I'm going to show you these one more time. I want to show you the box that they come in and just how fun it is. So this is the gray sad box that it comes in, because this is our microbiome before our tribiotic wellness gummy. It's just sad. And then this is it after it's got all the good bacteria growing in your gut, just making a beautiful garden of good gut bacteria. So that's really fun. This is just the first box only. And then the cool part is that's the only reason they're shipping on the first order, but after that your shipping's free. So that's a really good little nugget. But again, one last time, this is our gut gummy GG360 full spectrum tribiotic wellness gummy. Addresses 7 areas of health and wellness. Hey Ron, I lost it, sorry. 7 areas of health and wellness in this delicious gummy. Of course, digestive health, heart health, brain and mood, immune function, cardiovascular health, your skin, athletic performance, increases your GLP-1 naturally, all in this sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, delicious gummy. So, hey Pete, if you are ready to snag this delicious tribiotic wellness gummy, the cart is below. I would love to see you guys on next time. If you follow me, I will be here live again tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's been great chatting with you today. Again, check out the cart. You don't want to miss this. Don't just watch. Make sure and take advantage of this flash sale before it ends. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.